If we were paying $500 a month, one sale will justify the spend, and four or five more after that, then you're in the green. So
say on a normal time, say you're making $2,500 per car on a new car, and you're paying $500, then you get a quarter. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna pay for itself if you sell two, because you made $5,000 and you put in what, $1,500, so you made $1,000 profit off of
of that. So even one closed sale on that is not a great return, but you're still doubling your investment.
Exactly.
So you got to give it 60 or 90 days, and we'll do it for free. And if it makes sense, we'll sign up. I mean, I'm in the automobile business. I'm looking to sell cars. So if you can show me statistical data that you performed better than the others or as well, maybe I'll keep you and drop one of them. Maybe I'll add one to the group.
God, that'd be great if we could sell 8 cars out of every 100. So that's what we look at. Then I take, how much did I pay that third-party vendor? Sold 8 cars, divided by that number, and this is what it cost me to sell that car through this third party.
If you put them in charge, they only answer the ones that they think are hot. They don't nurture any of them. So that's the difference between a good BDC department and handing it off to the salespeople. Salespeople are going to only want to do what's good for now, and if the customer is just in the beginning phases of looking at other vehicles, then they're going to put that person to the wayside, and he's going to end up dying, and they're going to lose that sale.
Why would I suddenly price out a car that I have no idea if she's even interested in? So, the focus became, why don't you find out what people's motivations are, and then leave price as the sort of the latter stage discussion. If you can really focus on, people's motivations, then you'll sell a lot more cars. So, in his example, he proved to me that, the thing for this lady that was important was safety. She's pregnant. She's expecting. So she's looking inside of a 4-door car. So, why am I not standing there telling her how safe this car is? Because that would probably get her excited about buying it before we even addressed how much it was. We're qualifying, most of the time we're qualifying. We're trying to understand, what their motivations are. Of course, from a sales standpoint, we're not going to be able to successfully sell something to somebody unless we truly understand what it is about that car, that appeals to them. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's wonderful. It's, it's a source of really high, it sounds like what you're building is a prototype to create a source of really high quality leads. So that's wonderful. To me, that makes a lot of sense. So in terms of like warm through cold leads, it sounds like, you'd be top tier.
Try and tell our salespeople all the time, don't sit there and try and slam people to sell them a car. Just help them in their purchase process. There's a big difference. Well, let's answer your questions. Let's provide the information that they want. Certainly try and overcome an objection, but the old-fashioned tactics don't seem to work very well anymore.
Issue that I would consider for third-party leads would be, one, really focusing more into my primary marketing area. Sometimes, the leads get too far out. Me personally, I would like leads fully doxed. Obviously, it's up to the customer how much information they provide or how much information the lead provider requires them to provide. So, if you're dialing down to what the customer wants, who the customer wants to deal with, then you reduce the amount of bombardment that the customer actually experiences.
Gotcha. A lot of the search engines are actually kind of like oblivious to inventory challenges that we have. So they just simply post what we have as available inventory. So cars.com, for example, doesn't differentiate between a car that's available and a car that has been reserved or pre-sold by another customer. So, in terms of quality, I would say that about half those leads aren't relevant because they're promoting vehicles that, that aren't available. But,
Well, I want to see what their geofence is. Do I have the ability to say, I only want to market in these zip codes? Then if they have ways that we can pay a little bit more and we can make our cars show up better,
Mhm.
whether it be larger pictures, whether it be, a landing page, whatever it could be. Yeah, we're interested in that because we don't want to be just mixed in with everybody else.